Title: The Child Who Turned Water to Wine. Long ago, in a quiet village surrounded by red earth and tall Iroko trees, there lived a poor family of 4. The father, Ademu, was a gentle farmer whose crops often failed. The mother, Sod, washed clothes for neighbors to earn a few coins. They had 2 children, Musa, a thin boy of 8, and little Zina, a bright-eyed girl of 3 who loved to laugh at butterflies. Their hut was small, their clothes were patched, and their meals were never enough. The villagers mocked them. "See the family of empty pots," some would shout. "Even their shadows look hungry," others laughed. Ademu always bowed his head and said nothing. Sod would smile softly and whisper to her children, "Poverty is loud, but patience is stronger." One hot afternoon, Sod left a small clay bowl of water beside Zina while she walked outside. The child stared into it, humming a tune only she seemed to know. She dipped her tiny fingers inside and giggled. Suddenly, the clear water shimmered, darkened, and turned the color of ripe palm fruit. Zina clapped. "Pretty juice." She ran outside with the bowl. "Mama, see." Sod frowned, thinking someone had played a trick. She sniffed it. The smell was rich and sweet like festival wine. She tasted a drop. Her eyes widened. This was no ordinary drink. The secret gift. That evening, they tested it again. They poured plain water into a cup and asked Zina to touch it. The moment her fingers brushed the surface, it changed. Rich wine. Thick. Fragrant. Perfect. Ademu trembled. "This is a blessing or a mystery?" They told no one. At first. But hunger is a loud advisor. The beginning of fortune. The next market day, Sod filled a small bottle and carried it quietly to the square. "Try this," she told a trader. He tasted it once, then twice, then grabbed her arm. "Woman, where did you steal this royal wine?" "I made it," she said simply. By sunset, her bottle was empty and her hands were full of coins. Soon people whispered, "There is a woman who sells wine sweeter than honey. It tastes like kings drink it. No vineyard can match it." The same villagers who once mocked them now stood in line outside their hut. Their roof was repaired. Their clothes were new. Their cooking pot was never empty again. Ademu bought land. Musa went to school. Sod built a larger house. But they never forgot the days of laughter and insults. Whenever someone poor passed their gate, Sod called them in to eat. The lesson of the gift. One evening, Musa asked his father, "Why did God give Zina this power?" Ademu smiled. "Not to make us rich. To make us kind." From that day on, they sold their wine cheaply to the poor and fairly to the rich. And no matter how wealthy they became, Zina was never allowed to touch water for greed, only when the family truly needed help. The moral told by elders. Old storytellers still say, "Do not laugh at an empty pot, for it may be the cup of tomorrow's miracle." And somewhere in the world, they whisper, there may still be a grown woman whose touch can turn water into wine, but only when her heart is pure.